I'll give way to the honourable member there as well.
I thank the Shadow Minister for giving way. He mentioned green steel, and I just wondered whether or not the Labour Party's plans include anything to do with a carbon border adjustment mechanism, which would, after all, not just for steel, but for all heavy energy using industries, level the playing field between British energy users, particularly manufacturing industries, and their cheaper competitors elsewhere in the world who have cheaper energy costs. Is that part of the Labour Party's plans?
Well, he perhaps should be asking the Minister that question rather than me, but we recognise... Oh, well, I'm glad he's told me he's going to ask the Minister in a minute. Well, I'll look forward to the Minister's answer. Our view on it is that we have to respond to the fact that the European Union is already doing this, and we are clearly going to have to take action to safeguard the steel industry in this country. So I'll be very interested in what the Minister says and whether he is consistent with what I've said.
Madam Deputy Speaker, can I ask the Minister the same question which I asked the Shadow Minister about a potential solution to the problems of high electricity costs faced by energy-intensive industries such as steel, which we've just been hearing about from the opposition benches, about whether or not a carbon border adjustment mechanism, which the government has already consulted on and has already committed to in principle, whether or not that would help to level the playing field between British energy costs and those abroad, and therefore make British heavy industry, particularly energy-intensive industry, far more competitive on the international scale.
Well, my honourable friend, as ever, makes a very interesting policy observation and policy point, which, as Minister for Science, I won't accept here at the box in the House, but I will raise with the Minister of State for Industry and for Energy, as I'll happily give way to the honourable member.